Hey guys, what's up? It's Blink for everyone. I apologize that I haven't had video logging in a little while here. I've been actually intended to not do another one until June, because initially I planned to drop all electronics for a month, the month of May, um, just because I felt like I spent way too much time on the computer or watching TV. It only took about a day for me to figure out I couldn't do that, so I just stopped playing games. Um, So like I said, initially I just didn't plan on making any at all, but it was brought to my attention again yesterday that I was kind of due for one, and that somebody wanted to see what I had to say about everything that's been happening. I think partially because there's been some huge things happening around the server. It was requested, but like I said, also it's been a while, and I've kind of wanted to do this myself anyhow. So the first thing is, of course, how the server was off for like 10 years. The Plasma said that he announcements right here. He said that he guarantees the server will be out by Monday, and it'll like probably be following pretty soon. And then obviously that didn't happen. Other people have also been requesting that their premiums are earned. He hasn't said anything about that, or refunded. But what he did say is that if you don't like my work or the server, quit. I don't want to hear your shit anymore, and for that I will permanently ban IP anyone that feels the need to post negative feedback. For Neos, read the next post. Lastly, and later on he says, lastly, I will not be doing any updates over the next few days because I have a life other than this community. I deal with finals, the military, as well as my job. If you don't want to pay for membership, then by all means don't. If you lose items on the server, that is not my fault. You shouldn't be playing indoors in the first place. However, updates will come after everything has settled in my life. Now, I'm pretty sure that that's edited. Another thing he said, the client was only uploaded so you guys could play and get off my ass. Dude, are you an owner or what? If you own a private server, you don't tell the community to get off your ass. The only reason you made a client is so they can get off your ass. You don't tell them you shouldn't be playing indoors. I'm sorry, that pissed me off. I could care less that the server's off, because I'm not playing it until June. But you don't go on like some type of apeshit killing spree and say that, get off my ass, I have a life, you shouldn't be indoors. That's just not cool, man. You gotta find a different way to talk to the community. What you should have been doing was saying, here's the client, I apologize that I'm over a week past my guarantee. You guaranteed. I don't know if you take that lightly, the word guarantee. But guarantee means it is absolutely going to happen if it's within your power. I'm pretty sure it was within your power, but it didn't happen. Before you use the word guarantee, make sure you look it up in the dictionary and figure out what it means. And now, here, when you said, I have a job, I deal with finals, the military, as well as my job. I'll tell you what, I'm glad you're worried about your education. That's good, because not enough people are. The military, cool, you want to serve your country. And your job, good, you want to make money, that's great. Those are all really noble goals. But you don't say, this is what's more important to me because you guys all suck. That's pretty much what you're saying. It's very condescending the way that you're saying these things. Like I said, it's great that you have those, but I would, if I was you, consider Arponas part of your job too, right? Because you come here and you promise people things, and pretty much you shit on them when they ask for any type of update. Like I said, you shouldn't have been coming back and saying, guys, get off my ass, here's the server. You should have been coming back and saying, guys, I'm sorry that I neglected you, that I failed to tell you what was happening with me, and that here's the server, get off my ass. I'm not doing anything for the next couple days because you guys are too crazy. That's not what you say. You apologize, or you tell us why you had failed. Now, I don't know if that's your explanation there. I deal with finals and military as well as my job. To me, that just sounds like an excuse as to why you're not going to be doing anything for the next couple of days. It doesn't, if you said, I'm sorry, I've been studying real hard for my finals, and yes, I've neglected you guys, I apologize, but I find school more important, that would almost be acceptable. But what you said was, like, man, I don't even really have words for that. My personal opinion, now, there's people who are, like, they say things like, oh, I'm really mad at you, you suck. I don't blame them. Honestly, I don't blame them, because because they have every right to be mad. I'm mad. But at the same point, I understand that you're running a server. I understand it can be difficult. And no, I don't condone when people go out and they just start swearing their heads off at you and saying you're gay. Asking for an update is not unreasonable, though. Asking what's happened is not unreasonable. You pretty much just said, well, forget about it. I've got better things to do. I'm not even going to tell you that I'm not going to do anything for a couple days. A whole bunch of your staff had temporarily quit. They're all back now. No surprise there. But a bunch of them had temporarily quit. And they said that they're not going to babysit your server for you when you can't be asked to even log in. It was true. You hadn't logged in for ages. And the last time you did was for, what, 10 seconds? Anyway, I don't blame them for all quitting. I think it was kind of dumb that they're all like, yeah, we're going to quit. And then came back 2 days later. Or 2 days, 2 hours, 2 minutes, 20 minutes. Whatever. They came back immediately once the server was back up. But I don't blame them for quitting on you, man. And yeah, I appreciate that you said if you want your position back, just ask, we'll give it to you back. I can't guarantee you'll get the same one, but give it back. I can appreciate that you said that. But at the same point, I don't blame them for wanting to leave. If I was a staff, I wouldn't want to have to pretty much deal with your mess while you were gone. Because the community was getting pretty rowdy. There was lots of spam, there was lots of flame, there was lots of just anger, and I don't blame them. I mean, with that being said, that's my 2 cents on it. There's not much more I can go with here. I made my point pretty clear, and if you have anything to say to defend yourself here, I'd like to hear it, because honestly, I think it'll be amusing. Your new staff positions, I really don't. Some of them, they might be okay, they might prove to be okay. I really don't think it needed any more staff. There's 7 players on right now. There was 7 players on yesterday. It's normally at this time there would be 50 players on. You've killed your community, man. It wouldn't surprise me if this just all goes downhill from here and this website is no more. That wouldn't surprise me. There's lots of other offers for people. I'm sure they're going to take them. Like I said, though, that being said, that's all I have to say about this. There's new literary of the week out. It's a little bit old, actually. And there's another signature of the week. Walzam's hosting the signature of the week. Mike is hosting the literary of the week. And the theme for the literary of the week is All's Fair in Love and War. So yeah, I think you guys should definitely enter those. Send the PMs to Mike and Walzam, because it's great to see the community become active in these types of things. It's great to see people manage to work together. And as far as boxing goes, I think that there are a couple scammers out there boxing actually right now. Be careful. And remember, if you're going to box something, don't box what you're not willing to lose. Right? If you have like this new party hat, you don't want to lose it, don't box it. That's just because the chances are you'll lose it. Just think of, I'll probably lose this before you make the box. I think there's, I guess, a pixel battle out. And so yeah, like I said, if anybody has anything to say about the whole Arponas thing, I mean, honestly, I feel sorry for Mark, because Mark puts in a lot of effort and a lot of time into making the server and the site what it is. I feel sorry for him, because he's, I think, been also neglected. He's a very nice guy. I also feel sorry for pretty much all the staff who have to deal with this, because the owner spends barely any time on when he should be spending lots of time on them. He should be making sure things are okay, because things go to shit, and he's like, well, you know what, he's hanging out in his backyard smoking a joint or something. I mean, there should be a lot more accountability there from you. Yeah, so that's about it. I'll probably be making another one of these in a couple days from now, but the server's honestly is dying, so if it continues to go downhill like this, I'm going to stop. And if you guys just don't watch these, or you don't like them, just say so and I'll stop making them. If you do like them and you want me to continue, just like I said in the first one, tell me, so I can keep doing it. That'd be awesome. Thanks, guys. See ya.